Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to use these leftover bits from the Inner Circle Companions. Because not long ago I got the Inner Circle Companions, we made some nice kitbashing with them, we made some nice characters. Of course I'm going to leave the links to everything in the description. And after that I got these leftover bits. Personally I think that this banner is too cool not to be used, and today we're going to try to make a Dark Angels Ancient. Of course, for this video we're going to use a lot of different leftover bits from different kits, and in this case we're going to use the body of this Infernus Marine as the body of this Ancient. The body is ready, so now let's put the banner together. Okay, so here we have the body, here we have the banner, and also we have our first issue, because as you can clearly see, this arm has a sleeve, but of course there's no ropes in the rest of the body. So there we have a consistency issue, it looks weird, and we have to add some nice ropes to this Space Marine. For that, I will try to make them using green stuff. Okay, at this point I have to admit that, to be honest, I'm not sure about what I'm doing. I'm improvising all the time and I'm not happy about how this specific bit looks, so I'm going to cover it. I will use this scabbard from the company heroes and hopefully it's going to look much nicer. Okay, now that the body is ready, I'm going to proceed to attach the arms to this miniature, and you already know this one from the Inner Circle Companions, of course, and for the other arm, I'm going to use this one with a sword from the Blade Guard Veterans. I want to repose the arms a little bit, that's why I'm going to add a little bit more of extra green stuff. This already looks like an ancient, and now it's time to do the base of this miniature. Probably you noticed already, but I didn't assemble the miniature like this. I did it like this because of course these legs feel supernatural if the miniature is shooting, but in this specific case I wanted the miniature to have like this more calm pose, and that's why I decided that it's going to be like that. For that, at the base I'm going to make these legs 10 higher than this one. And to achieve that, I'm going to cut some bits of this sprue and I'm going to glue them to the base. Of course, this is an ancient, so I'm going to reuse this 40mm base. This ancient is almost finished at this point. I corrected the ropes here because I was applying pressure to the chest all the time while working on the miniature, so I had to correct that. But basically I just add a stripe of green stuff to the edge and I try to blend it together, and it's just like that, so nothing very important. And basically, just to finish with this miniature, I'm going to add or at least I will try to add this to the back from the Inner Circle Companions as well, and then I will just try to add some extra purity seals. And this is it, this is the final result, this is the Dark Angel Ancient that we made with spare parts. And of course, at this point I would like to remind you that you can let me know in the comments what you think about this miniature. I'm very happy with the final result. I like the pose, I like how this miniature looks, I feel that it's like a natural pose, so I'm very happy about that. And I still have a lot to learn about how to work with the green stuff properly, but I think I'm getting better. At least now I try to remove nicely all the fingerprints, and I think that I'm getting there. That's why in this video I just assembled this miniature. I didn't try to make any kind of tutorial about how to use the green stuff. I just made some rectangular shapes, tried to put them to the miniature, and I was having as a reference the Stern Guard Veterans or the Space Marine Captain with a shield, because he also has like this cloth on the back. So I think that it looks okay, good enough. At this point, as always, I would like to remind you that if you like what I do and you would like to support my work and help me to continue improving, I invite you to check the link to my Patreon in the description. For me, the most important part is that this doesn't look at all like an Infernus Marine, and that's very important because let's remember each bit of this miniature. The body and the helmet are part of the Infernus Marine's kit. I just added the green stuff to make it look slightly different. As you can see, I changed the pose slightly, adding like this bits on from the sprue that I cut, because I think that like that it looks much better and more natural, because as I mentioned, it was like a shooting pose, and like this it's like he's like going down, so it feels natural. That's very important for me. Then this arm and both shoulder pads are from the Inner Circle Companions. Actually here any kind of shoulder pad will match the miniature and it will be okay, but I didn't use these ones and they were like perfect for this miniature, so great. Also this bit is from the Inner Circle Companions that I didn't use, and it was very easy to glue to the back, so I'm very happy about that. And finally this arm is from the Blade Guard Veterans, and then we have also the scabbard that is from the Space Marine Company Heroes. So basically here we have a cool, or at least I think that it's a very cool looking ancient made from leftover bits. Now I'm looking forward to paint this miniature to see how it will look, because of course, for example, when I check the cloth behind the scabbard, it looks very weird right now, so I would like to see if after painting the miniature it's going to look much nicer. The back, I'm okay with the back. I didn't want to do something overly complicated, so it's quite simple and straightforward. And yes, as I mentioned, I'm looking forward to paint this miniature to see how it will look. I'm especially happy about this miniature because when I compare it with the last time that I tried to do something like that, I'm like, okay, I think that this one looks better than this one. I mean, this one doesn't look bad, but of course I'm getting like better with time. So when I look at them, it's like, okay, I think that I'm improving, and that's very important for me. And with all of that being said, this is the end of the video. This is the Dark Angels Ancient that I made from leftover bits of other miniatures. And of course, as always, if you are still here, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.